which is same-sex marriage. Recently, the Supreme Court referred it to a larger bench, a constitution bench. Is that something that is to be decided by the Supreme Court, or legal sanction or law is to be decided by Parliament?
This is a matter, again, I leave it to the wisdom of the people of the country. Who reflects the thinking of the country? It is the Parliament. Parliament is the reflection of people's idea, people's vision, and people's choice. We have the representative people sitting in the Parliament, which covers all the part of the territory of India. Supreme Court has its own authority. We are not supposed to encroach upon each other's territory. But the matter which you talked about, an institution of marriage, how India should govern in terms of taking care of various aspects of the civil actions, requirements, marriages, this has to be debated in the Parliament. And if any law passed by the Parliament is not following the spirit of the Constitution, the Supreme Court has the option to alter that thing or pass a adverse judgment or refer it back to the Parliament. But that too, if it finds that it is not in tune with the spirit of the Constitution of India. Supreme Court is the final arbiter of anything. And under Article 142, they can refer anything and pass a judgment that is law of the land. But when it comes to policy, we have to understand that India is a democracy. A democratic country has its own setup. So it is not only the Minister of Law and Justice who has to give an opinion on this. It is for all the political parties of the country, more than that the people of India will decide how our future should be governed.
Are you then, Minister, saying everybody, executive, legislature, even judiciary, everyone has to be accountable and no one should cross the Lakshman Rekha?
Accountability is one issue. The Lakshman Rekha is another issue. Accountability of judges is something which I am getting lots of feedback, suggestions these days, because judges are not accountable, you know it. Many people have suggested also that along with the National Judicial Appointment Commission, it should be National Judicial Commission to regulate the conduct and the process of how courts are maintained, ruled, or how judges are conducted. So there are various suggestions. I am not going to talk about any particular suggestion or any particular thing, but in general, it's coming to me. We all are accountable. Parliament runs under rules. There are rules of business. Assemblies, government functions under rules of business. But in the court, there are no rules. There are practices which are being changed from time to time, and the Chief Justice, as the master of the roster, conducts certain things. As far as the holidays are concerned, judges are going for holidays and all. So these are not exactly decided on the basis of rules framed by the Parliament, but these are on the basis of the convention and the practice adopted by the Supreme Court and different high courts. That is why the holidays of different high courts are different from each other. It's not uniform.
You're seeking uniformity there because there is an issue about the number of holidays that the judiciary takes. Is that also a reason why pendency rises to 5 crore amidst talk that government is the biggest litigant? Government should reduce the number of cases government files.
Look, this is a very sensitive thing. Last time there was a question in the Parliament. Question was very pointed that why judges are going on holidays and they keep going for holidays every break. I, as a minister, responded to that. But next day in the newspaper, the report carried that law minister said judges should not go for holidays. And there was a heartburn in the judiciary. They said, why law minister wants to stop the holidays of the judges? I did not say it. What I'm saying is, definitely while the court is on vacation, the cases will come to a halt. It's a fact. It's not I'm stating it. Definitely there can be some regulation, but I am of the opinion that judges require holidays because from the morning to evening they sit and they deal 50, 60 cases, and constantly they are dealing every day. And also they are performing certain administrative roles. I will come to that administrative part a little later. But due to their constant engagement with the judicial work and administrative works, they have a huge mental pressure. They are required to release those pressure by going out with family and all for the vacation. Absolutely okay, because you have to understand, in United States or any other democratic countries, the judges deal with 4 or 5 cases at the most in a day. Here, average, a judge deals with 50 to 60 cases. In sometimes, I have seen some judges deal with more than 100 cases, especially on the miscellaneous days and all. So after dealing with so much of heavy loads, they definitely require holidays.